Benjamin.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm all good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Are you in the UK? I saw we're dialing a +44 number.
That is me, yeah. That's me. And I thought you'd be familiar with that. I did think as I was giving you my phone number, I was like, he'll know about that.
Congrats on the new music.
Thank you very much. It's exciting times, yeah.
Can't wait. This is your 5th studio album. It's self-titled. Tell me all about it. I love the song. Literally, for the past week, I've gotten up every single day and listened to We Need More Bricks every single day for the past week. It's the anthem for my new year. I'm ready to go in and crush 2024. I needed an anthem, and honestly, that's the one.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. It really does. We worked hard on that one. I was really stoked on that one. Political, meaningful, but I think it gets the tone right. So, yeah, I was really stoked. But, yeah, new record is just a pop punk record. Straight up pop punk. Just short, sharp, to the point, in your face. We kind of had to rediscover ourselves a little bit post-COVID, I think. It took us a little bit to build back up and figure out where we were going to go. And we just simplified, really. We just took a step back, looked at where we came from and what we loved about the music that we write. And, yeah, it's always been about, hard-hitting, fast-pacey anthems that, are catchy, can help you through a good time or, help you through a bad time and be the soundtrack to your good times. That's kind of how it's gone. And I think we've just, really just kind of at peace with ourselves and cool, let's just be a straight up pop punk band and do what we do. Yeah.
I think we talked about this before. The first time that you came on my radar is when we played Brixton and you guys opened. And, I still think of you as the new guys, but that was 15 years ago or something like that now, right?
I know. Oh God, don't remind me. I know it's crazy. It kind of feels like that to us too. We were kind of used to being this new up and coming band for so long, and then before you knew it, we'd been a band for over 10 years, and we were like, wow, okay, we're not the new. It's kind of been that weird realization of we're not the new guys anymore. So who are we? You know what I mean? And yeah, it was tough trying to figure that out for sure. But I think we're in a good place now. I think we're But that Brixton show was sick though. That was still such early days for the band. Yeah, it was such a, I don't know. That was such a dream come true for us to even be anywhere near our heroes. So it was damn, we were so young. It was I ticked off such a big achievement so young that it was wild. Thank you for having us on that because, that was a
great
firm memory for us. Yeah.
Let's talk about Jeff Rosenstock.
Yes.
Future is Dumb.
Yeah. Stumbled across Jeff just on the algorithm, just threw it up to me, and I was like, okay, I think it just popped up in a playlist somewhere, and I just loved it. I immediately had all the kind of the things I look for in a good kind of punk song or a good kind of pop punk song. It's a little bit indie too. It's kind of bit genre blending. I think there's some weird little ska parts in there and stuff as well. But yeah, I think he's just an incredible songwriter, and this is my favorite song off his new album.
What's in your head this time around? You said that We Need More Bricks is political. What other stuff are you thinking about?
Honestly, just life, love, relationships, myself. So it's a lot of looking inward. There's a song on there about not necessarily my parents, well, kind of about my parents, but about that relationship that we have with our parents and stuff. So I'm looking inward. I'm looking at my past. I'm looking at how I was as a kid and who I am now. And, ultimately I don't really feel all too different from then, just this older version. But, it's kind of all I know is I kind of know nothing, and I'm just a fool in a kind of crazy world and just dealing with normal things that I hope people can kind of relate to. It's while we're a successful band, I'm a pretty normal dude as well. You know what I mean? My life kind of revolves around my band, my future wife, and my dogs and stuff. So I'm hopefully relatable, and I think that's kind of always been something that I've looked for in music, and I hope we do too. So politics is up there.
I'll be able to tell your future by how well you've named your dogs. What have you named your dogs?
I've got a bulldog, an English bulldog called Monty.
Monty named after?
I don't know. We like Montgomery. Is it what we kind of call him? Montgomery. He's just this big doofus, basically. It also Monty, I think, also kind of means mountain. I was in Montana when my girlfriend picked him up when I came home from tours. So I was in Montana, she picked him up, and then like a week later I went home. So he's Monty, and then I've got this little terrier who is just a ball of energy. He's a crazy little guy called Eddie. Or Edward.
Monty and Eddie. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think things are going to go okay.
Okay, cool.
Fall Out Boy. Tell Mick he just made my list of things to do today.
Yeah, I think, I've kind of gone with a little bit of a theme here with a couple of tracks. I call it snappy and sappy pop punk. Like, it's that kind of early drive-through era. It's a little bit lo-fi. Like, the production quality isn't great, but it gives it a load of character. They all feature just like a D beat, like a ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Like, that's a signature that I just always kind of, when I was growing up, that was such a key kind of signature of pop punk for me that, I don't know, a collection of these songs kind of have that energy that I kind of fell in love with. So this is one of those songs.
Do you get recognized a lot in your hometown?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. Yeah, it's cool. Most people are cool. I feel like most of our fans are like a little bit older now, so they're generally like, it's not too fanatical, but it's definitely happened in some weird places for sure. When we first started, and I was broke and I was signing on for like the dole, it's essentially like welfare checks or whatever, because I was too busy doing the band to get a job, and I got spotted outside the job center once, so that was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Your brother produced the record. Does that mean there's just a ton of bass?
No, he'd probably try and hide his bass as much as possible. He's like probably trying to bury himself way back there, like too shy. He's the guy pulling all the strings in the back. He's actually the kind of like, truly, Seb's one of the core, like, I don't know, I think he's like a core part of the Neck Deep, psychology almost. Like, it's almost like this telepathic thing. And obviously, he's only been in the band for like 3-4 years, like in the band proper, but for a long time he was in the wings. He was writing with us and producing and recording other bands as well. And I don't know what got into him when he decided to join the band, but he did. And it's really good now being able to have him in it full time. See the world with my brother. Like, we both fell in love with music together. So having him there to be able to elevate the band, not just like be a part of it and be along for the ride, but like genuinely bring something so sick to the band. Like, it's really cool. We've had a few moments where we're like, damn, this is cool. You know what I mean? Like, as brothers, as growing up together, pretending to be in bands as we were like when we were like little kids. Like, to this, it's been a few pinch me moments for sure.
For sure. And well earned, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to. Sometimes you don't always believe it. I think everyone gets imposter syndrome and is maybe pressures themselves and always thinks that they can be better. But yeah, we have worked hard at it. We've stuck at it. We've toured a lot. I think write good songs, and I think we're doing something cool. It feels that way at the minute anyway. So I'm stoked.
Newfound Glory, Black and Blue. Again,
Snappy, sappy. I think these tracks as well. I think something maybe about the lyrics, like I said, with the sappy side of it. Like, I think they always stood out to me as a kid. Like the sappy love songs, and I think along with that kind of like super melodic, like kind of, well, this one especially is like actually more on the punky side of things, but. Yeah, I don't know. Something about it sonically just tweaks a little part of my brain that makes me feel good.
You're doing 3 shows at Rough Trade?
Yeah, all in stores.
How many does it hold?
I'm not actually sure. A couple hundred, I think. Cool.
So small guys.
Yeah, just I think we're just doing acoustic stuff. I think it's just going to be acoustic, stripping it back a little bit. I don't think there'll be full shows, because I don't know if you're the same, but like playing new songs for the first time live, like, God, I hate it. It seems like the first like 2 or 3 times, like, you don't really know what's going on and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You don't know what to do with your body. You don't know like how far you're supposed to be from the microphone at different points in the song. You haven't gotten that muscle memory of being on stage playing that song and knowing where, like, I'm going to rock out here, but I need to be back over there at this point. Yeah, the whole thing. You feel like a baby deer. You feel like Bambi.
Yeah, and you are. You're up there just like, wow, I'm being I'm maybe sucking in front of like a couple thousand people here, or like this sucks. So I don't know. I think we're gonna like strip it back a little bit and like not have to, I don't know, embarrass ourselves in like an intimate setting. I think when we can kind of chill and we get to talk to fans and stuff as well, which is cool. So yeah, that's gonna be good. And we're doing it on our drummer's birthdays when the record comes out. We're gonna be in his hometown at Rough Trade. So
cool. Your next song is Sweet Resistance by Transit.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, well, Transit, Transit were a band that I've always loved, kind of, say like early 10s, you know, they were kind of flying the flag for like pop punk and emo and stuff when a lot of other bands, when no one really was, it was going through this weird lull, and they've got so many great underrated records, but this one in particular, this album, Joyride, it was honestly one of my favorite albums ever, and I think it's just like the perfect summer album. It's the perfect like long drive album, just for any situation. It's great. So yeah, this is my favorite song off this record, and just one that I think is an underrated deep cut, and one of my kind of favorite records of the last, I don't know, God, I was going to say probably favorite records of the last 5 years, but again, it's probably the last 10 years. So I'm going to pretend that it's a recent favorite.
You know, the Blink has released several records in the past 10 years.
That's, well, time flies. I mean, how long have you been going? Is it 30? Because I remember the Blink 20th year, like, anniversary.
Oh, yeah. It's 30 years now, like, man.
Wow, 30 years.
30 years.
Holy. Yeah, I mean, I hope to be there one day, man. I hope I'm still playing, like, at a 30-year milestone. That'd be sick. Like, this is the best job in the world.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we love it. Well, it's not even really a job, so if I can keep just winging it and writing dumb songs for 30 years, I'll be a happy man.
And you're coming over here to America soon.
Yeah, we're going to be in starting in Nashville, making our way around anti-clockwise. It's going to be kind of cold, man. It's going to be a nippy one, but it's going to be cool. We got some, obviously we're going to be playing a bunch of new stuff, but playing some other stuff too that I think people will be stoked on, and put a lot of thought into the production, and the supports are a lot of fun too. Like, I think the support bands.
Who's coming out?
We got Drain, who are making waves right now. They're like a thrashy metal, well, not metal really, but a thrashy hardcore band that like definitely some metal influence there too. But yeah, they're just a lot of fun. Really, really fun band. And then we've also got Bearings and Higher Power, who are kind of like a hardcore shoegazy band from back home.
A hardcore shoegazy band.
Well, it kind of started off as a hardcore band, and then gradually kind of got more grungy and more kind of shoegazy as they evolved. But yeah, it started off as a straight up hardcore band from Leeds. So yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
So what's the rest of your day look like? I know it's night over there. What are you going to do after we get off the phone?
I'm probably going to make dinner. I'm the chef of the house generally. I was away recently, and my fiance was she was suffering with her own cooking. So gonna make dinner, just hang out, probably watch TV, maybe play Red Dead Redemption. Been playing Red Dead again recently, so yeah.
I want to get into that. I've tried 3 times, and I can't get past just walking through the snow for an hour and a half before the actual action starts.
Yeah, that is a complaint. I think my brother was saying that recently. He was like, "Oh yeah, I want to replay it too," but the beginning is just kind of a slog. But get through that, and then go get collecting some pelts, dude. I'm like really like in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, I definitely need like 2 perfect coyote pelts, and that's what I'm trying to get.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm
hunting later. That's what I'm doing. Yeah,
totally. Ben, congratulations. Honestly, the new music is some of the best stuff I've ever written. I love We Need More Bricks. It is such a great song. I wish you all the best. The new album is self-titled, comes out January 19th. There's 3 songs out right now, and you guys are going to be playing at Rough Trade Records and touring North America, and you and I are going to record some music at some point together. I'm telling you now.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, man.
Talk to you soon, man.
Definitely. Thank you, dude.